Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm doing a video on, well, it's pretty much a video for anybody who's done any case modding to their Xbox One console. Um, if you've done this, and you probably have put in a new fan. Um, some people have hooked up their fan to the 4-pin, they've gotten 3-pin fans and hooked them up to the 4-pin plug that's in the console, and they basically just took the ground and the power and attach their fans, ground and power to it. Now what this does is the Xbox One only outputs around like 6 volts of power when it's on idle mode, like instant on mode when it's not completely off, or when you're on the dashboard. And it basically, when you hook it up like this, your fan's going to run that much all the time, even when you're on a game. The pulse width modulation, the PWM frequency that comes off of the circuit board and goes to the fan isn't there anymore because you only put the ground and the power wire, not the two computing wires. So basically, you have to, if you've done this, you have to take your fan and you have to hook it up to a 12-volt line externally or on the bottom of the motherboard, which is kind of difficult. I hooked mine up to my Xbox 360 that had a fan on top of it just because I needed something to power it by to cool it. Because if you don't, oh god, that's blinding. If you don't cool it right, it's gonna be reaching temperatures of 130 plus degrees during gameplay. Now I have an extra fan on top of mine. Sorry about the blindness, but I have an extra fan on top of mine, so it helps cool it a lot more. I have a temperature gauge in here too, 95.1 degrees. That's just on the dashboard because I'm filming off of my Xbox right now, and it would be 115 if you got a brand new Xbox One and you were playing a game for a few hours. This only goes up to 108 when I'm playing a game. And if I have this little 80mm fan on top at 9 volts, I get under 100 degrees during gameplay. So basically, if you get a new fan, you have to get a fan with a good CFM rating, and probably at least 2,000 RPMs, because that would be the best. Also, when you get a new fan, you want to be sure that you get one that's for CPU cooling, not case cooling, because the one that I have right now, I watched a video and the guy told me how to wire it up and everything, which would turn out to be the wrong way, as I just explained. He had me, he bought a fan, I bought the same fan as him, different color LEDs, but this is a case cooling fan meant for computers. This isn't entirely meant for CPU cooling. So if you do get one, you gotta check that out, and make sure this is just a must-have. If you're already taking apart your console, there's no reason you shouldn't replace the thermal paste on the CPU. Arctic Silver 5. That's the thermal paste you want to get. You can find it all over Amazon. It's like $7 for one or for one tube, but you have enough to do multiple consoles, and that. You really just need it for one, but very important. That will drop your temperatures by 14 degrees, 15 degrees. That's why my temps are so low. Once I get a better fan, the only reason this fan's on top is because I don't actually have another internal fan to use as of now. So once I get one, I'll have the same CFM on a fan inside of it, so this top one won't be needed anymore. But that's what you want to do basically. And I'm just experimenting with the 40mm fans. Really, I'm not sure if that's going to help at all. There is the vents for the CPU, for the heatsink are going this way, so I could feasibly put the intake fans in between the disk drive and also on this side for intake, because there's a vent on the bottom half of here. So they would both. I mean, I'm no master at cooling CPUs. I've never had a computer or anything. This is my first case mod, and this is just I'm thinking, and. I figured they would both push air in, and then the main fan would have a lot of CFM, so it would just suck up. So it would be constantly sucking in cool air from this side and this side, because it never gets hot on this half of the console, even when running a disk. This disk drive is very good, very cool, and yeah. So I'll probably be posting another video when I have my console finished completely. I'm getting an LED flasher or an LED remote for this as well to turn the LEDs on and off. I'll be getting a controller for my fans so I can control the speeds, because since we don't have the PWM control anymore, they're going to be running at 12 volts all the time if I don't get one. So I'm going to test that out and see how that works. This console is pretty much gonna almost be like a PC, except it's just a gaming console. I do like that they designed the Xbox One this way, though. There's a lot of room in there. I mean, I'll give you a look inside here. There's my thermometer, like the Wi-Fi card, and like the wires. I took the top of the disk drive off. You can just screw the bottom plate back onto it. It's fine. But if you do this, I would suggest cutting a piece of plexiglass to fit the top of it, so all that dust doesn't just drop right on inside your disk drive, because there's a couple holes in there that it will go into. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I got thermometer probes running in there under the heatsink, like right next to the CPU, so it's pretty accurate temperatures, as long as the thermometer is accurate, which I'm pretty sure it is. It's definitely that. It's not hot. It used to be hot before I put it up to 12 volts. Before I put it up to 12 volts, it was pretty warm. I could fry bacon on top of it. But yeah, so I really hope that a lot of you get to this video before you do this, or if you have done it, you've done it recently, and this will help out, because so many people have done this and they don't know what's going on in their console really. So yeah, this is my first ever video I'll ever be putting on YouTube, so I will be posting more when I finish this. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna get off of here now. Yeah, peace out. Hope this helps.